But now comes the part, the one that these two and I hate mostly the most. But there's a lot of fans who actually like this character surprisingly, and I don't blame them. Violator.
Fuck that little goddamn demonic clown.
I'll speak for mostly a majority of this. For those who are wondering why Violator is even there, he's actually was sent by Malvosia to watch over Spawn to make sure he does his job correctly. Because here's the thing. If Spawn kills people, and they're going to be sent to fucking hell and just be increased for Malvosia's army, which Malvosia wants, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. When Violator does his job, he does it fucking insultingly. He badmouths him, he triggers him, he pushes him to a limit. He even fucking sexually talked about his wife by looking at a picture of her and saying baby's got back while looking at the picture while his other hand is down his fucking pants.
Uh-huh.
And Spawn even threatened him, saying he's about 2 seconds of wearing a smile around that smile around his ass, regardless.
Yeah.
The thing is, Violator, not only is Violator a fucking pain in the ass just to deal with in that.
His name says a lot.
He is a Violator, yes. Hell, he even has brothers, believe it or not, that are like him. Yeah, we don't see them much. But the good news is they all hate each other, surprisingly.
I wonder why.
Because they all want to be Malvosia's little favorite Hellspawn.
Of course.
Anyway, but as I said, what makes Violator not just a pain in the ass in that human form of his, is that monstrous form that can actually kill you without even taking a fucking blink. Because that man when Spawn shot that fucker, he took on those bullets. It looked like it did damage, but he took them on and just basically kicked Spawn's ass. He ain't afraid to kill either. If he wants to do something, he'll do it right. Oh, and by the way, his eating habits are fucking disgusting.
I'm not gonna freaking show it, cause.
Nope. You don't need to. I can tell you. His eating habits are disgusting and beyond a human. They're not even like normal fat people levels. He eats things that have fucking creatures at him. Hell, he even threw a kitten once, by the way. And he eats things. Like one time, he even ate some food that would have maggots on it. Maggots! Live maggots!
And he just said, I hate anchovies.
Yeah, he hated. He picked up a opened a pizza box, picked up a slice of pizza, threw off the anchovy, and ate it, and said, it tastes so good I could kick some puppies.
Yeah.
Live maggots. Even though that was a scene from the Spawn movie, regardless, his eating habits are disgusting beyond human belief.
Yeah, and I thought Coop had disgusting eating habits.
No!
Yeah. But even Spawn has... But even though Spawn... But, not Spawn. Even Coop knows his limits on what to eat.
Yeah.
That's a sad thing. But but these are the two people we hate, to be honest with you.
Yeah. We all can't stand Win or Violator because they're both assholes. Moving on before I throw up from Violator's mentioning.
Violator 1, Spawny Boy 0. Anyway, though, just be warned, this is our opinion of the character. I'm fine with Violator, these two despise him, and there are some Violator fans out there, believe it or not.
I'll give Violator points for being one hell of an annoying ass villain. But I'll also detract points because of his very existence.
Yeah, I had a feeling when we were going to review this, you were going to hate him the most out of all of them.
Can you blame me?
No, I can't. I'm just not surprised. It's just funny.
If it were up to me, I would have had his limbs cut off. Slowly and painfully in a mad scientist lab.
Oh, you do have a mad scientist lab.
I said if I... Oh, you...
Anywho. I guess we could talk about our favorite scenes in the series. So,
wait. To be fair, don't we have other favorite characters we also dislike besides those two fuck munches?
Well, yes and no. Here's the thing about the dislikable characters. They don't really play importance to the parts because they usually appear only once in an episode. because they either don't be shown up again, or they're either killed by Spawn or Violator. For example, Billy Kane, the pedophilic ice cream man.
That name says a lot.
Yeah, he's actually a pedophile because he actually kidnapped Cyan for one of the episodes. And Spawn was going to kill him, but he didn't do it. He just rescued the little girl. And then Violator came down and shot him with a pistol.
I'm not going to lie, the police chief was the one who pissed me off.
Yes, because here's the thing. The police chief is under Jason Wynn's dirty little thumb. Or as Sam called him, frickin' Jason Wynn's bitch.
Oh, God.
Good Lord.
Why?
And, yeah, even the chief, hell, when Twitch got too close to figuring out who was behind the alley murders and shit, and the whole thing about figuring out who Spawn was and stuff, Jason Wynn basically told the chief of police to shoot him.
Uh-huh.
And surprisingly, Sam survived with a small case of amnesia.
Yep, thankfully.
He slowly gained his memories back in the end, and Sam and Twitch were actually caught on to him. But instead of turning him in, they gave him a choice either with one bullet, either to turn himself in or just to shoot himself, whichever.
It's better
works.
you watch for yourselves, not just go off of what we say on it. No amount of talking about it would really justify that scene perfectly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like as I said, it got ruined a few seconds after when Violator showed up again.
Moving on.
But yeah, like I said, we could talk about more characters we dislike, but like I said, they're only like one-offs if you think about them, because they either get killed, beaten, or something like that, like the racist Nazi KKK dude and stuff, the freaking Antichrist cult people, the cops who abuse homeless people, the freaking Fat Tony as goons, overkill. You can talk about them all.
Yeah.
But you can't really say you dislike them because you don't know much about them like they did with the other characters.
True. A lot of them were basically one-offs.
Yeah, if you want to dislike a character, yeah, you could, but you gotta give me something to work with, not just for him or her being in one episode.
Yeah, this is true.
Anyway, but next week, back on track, let's talk about our favorite scenes.
Oh, that's a toughie.
There's a lot of good scenes from it because and again, warning, it's very bloody and gory and nudity, so.
Yeah.
Just in case any of these scenes get showed up in this one. So if any of these scenes get showed up, I don't want the blood and gore censored, fuck that, I don't care about that. But if the boobs show up, that's getting censored, fuck that.
Yeah, needless to say, guys, like, we warned y'all ahead of time, so you have no one to blame but yourselves if you have a problem with any of the stuff we just mentioned. And you decide to watch it.
I said in the beginning, this wasn't for kids.
Hell no. Hell, I don't think much of the stuff we actually reviewed so far was actually for kids in the first place.
Yeah, but these are the things kids would watch, not this one.
True.
This is going off the something kids should watch radar.
Didn't we say the same thing about Code Monkeys, to be fair?
Well, yes and no. We mostly said it was almost like South Park, but a little calmer.
Yeah, true.
This one takes... But yeah, who wants to go first on favorite scene?
That's a tough call, because there were two favorite scenes that really struck out to me. Like, on the one hand... Like, on the one hand, where Wanda had to save Terry from, Wynn.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, a pimp slap, that backhand she did, would have made a pimp named Slickback proud.
And the other?
The other one, had to be the one where, what was it? And this one was more heartwarming and sad than anything. The scene where, Cyan basically was rescued by Spawn.
Oh, that's right. For those who don't know, Cyan did give him a little... And believe it or not, when Spawn saved her, he basically had Spawn give back the thing. Here's the thing. Spawn visited... In the beginning episode, Spawn did visit his own grave just to see if he was dead or not, because he couldn't believe this shit. Hell, none of us would if we were in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But when he did find out, he found his one ring that said, "I don't want it forever."
Which he still wore when he died.
Yeah, well, of course, you gotta wear that shit to your deathbed. But when Spawn took it out, he kind of pulled on to that ring for a long time to hold some humanity or memory to him. But when he saved Cyan, he gave it to her and had her give it to her mom. Because, and here's the thing, when Wanda asked where she got that ring from, she said the sad man gave it to her. Which is painfully harsh. Well, not painfully harsh, painfully, sadly true. Al Simmons is indeed a sad man.
Not like in an insulting way, but he was, well, pretty damn sad considering what had happened to him.
He's emotionally hurt. He's emotionally hurt. He's emotionally struggling with mental things going on in his mind. He's just a messed up person in general, where he just doesn't know what to do. But go by basic instinct or take some little advice he decides to accept.
But yeah, those are my favorite scenes. Well, that and there was one more. Basically, when Burke the scene with Burke and the police chief in the subway.
Oh yeah, Sam and Twitch. Basically, they just fought on a train and all that. But yeah.
That was another favorite scene right there.
It's a good one. But it's sad to say that scene got ruined again. The sad scene got ruined again because of
It would have been higher on my list of favorite scenes if it weren't for Violator.
But you always gotta add him in because sad to say that was like near the last scene of the series. Anyway, Crossy, what about you?
Favorite scene?
I think my favorite scene was kind of like where Jade and Spawn kind of shared a kiss.
Of course, shipper you.
Can you fucking blame me? I am a shipper for life.
Yes, we can blame you.
Can you stop messing up the gym floors? Anyway.
Never.
Right.
Anyway.
Any other favorites? You massive shipper?
Nope, that's all.
Why am I not surprised? You are a one-trick fucking pony.
Was a one-track mind.
Honestly, this one's a toughie to say because there was a lot of good scenes, like how Spawn confronted Wynn, and not once but twice. Those were good scenes. I did enjoy the battle when he fought Overkill and shit. I did love the scene where he basically threatened Fat Tony with a gun right next to his fat face. There was a lot of good scenes and things in general because Spawn is just that great of an animated series. Check it out for yourselves if you guys haven't already. I'm glad I own the series on DVD.
I don't blame you.
But yeah, but I guess now what we could talk about is like maybe favorite episodes.
Oh, that is a tough call because a lot of scenes that I mentioned were in different episodes altogether. Like there were either parts of like, it's really hard to say which one's a favorite of mine, so I can't really say I have a favorite episode altogether. Just mostly like a lot of different notable scenes and clips, so to speak.
I kinda like the finale.
The finale was great. It ended on a good note as well.
Yeah. But if there was one thing that stuck out the most to me, it's where Spawn declares that what he wants at the end of the series.
What are you prepared to do?
I pledge everything I own, everything I have left, my heart included. I want my humanity back.
His fucking humanity back. He wants his humanity back. I think we can all agree that was the best.
That was essentially one of the highlights of his character development right there.
Yep.
Of what he wants back.
Exactly. Like he finally realized what he wanted for his existence, for what he truly needed and wanted, and my hat's off to him on that one.
He knows what he needs and what changes needs. He's probably gonna know what changes need to be done and everything. And hell, if you're wondering if Spawn does get that back, you might as well just start reading the comics from the beginning. Sure, it might not go by how like the animated series go, but the comics give more show to it.
Yeah, there's more substance to it in the comics.
Hell, I'll even give you a little comic panel for free on this one. Crossy can put up a picture of this if I give it to her or something. There was even a time when Wanda even confronted Spawn or something like that, and she asked, "Who are you?" Spawn just simply replied, "Someone who cares."
Mm-hmm.
That's all he gives her. No name, no nothing.
Not like he needed to say much, to be fair.
It's not like he didn't need to say much. It's probably because he didn't want to say much because, well, he probably wouldn't know how he would be able to explain how it's him, you know?
True.
But yeah, honestly, I think that's good. Do you guys want to rate this series in general?
Sure.
Has it what rating? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this series?
I would honestly rate it a 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
I would have given it a full 10, but Violator basically makes it a detraction.
9 out of 10. 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 9 out of 10.
Okay, we get
it. 9 out of 10.
Well, aside from Violator, I gotta give this show a 10 out of 10 in my book, to be honest. It's a perfect 10.
Yeah, like I said, the only reason I gave it a 9 was literally because the only reason it got 1 point less than I would have given it is, again, Violator's existence. Fuck him.
I'm giving it a 10 because, aside from all the annoying characters, the animation was great, the story holds up, the story is fantastic, and I love the series, the characters, the interactions, the moments.
The characterization, the plot, it was all beautiful. I just wish they could have, at least they didn't put Violator in, every episode.
No, because it would have drove you guys fucking crazy.
It would have given us a 7 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10, but no. Thank God they didn't do that.
No,
I am legit insane now.
No, you're not.
I'm still giving it a 10 out of 10. But yeah, I guess with all those ratings out of the way, this time for the usual question of the end of the review. Does this show still hold up? Abso-fucking-lutely!
Yep, it does. It holds up well. The series itself aged well. If nothing else, this is also a little side note, peeps, in case I didn't mention this earlier. This series was supposed to have a sequel, basically, but unfortunately, it didn't exactly pan out because of legal issues. And on top of that, because of said legal issues, Todd McFarlane had to go through a lot of bullshit to essentially get a green light for, getting this series off the ground. And in one of his interviews several years back, he did say he had everything but the music and the studio basically handled for Spawn. So it's literally just a matter of which studio or sponsor is willing to, host a sequel for the animated series. That's literally holding it back right now.
Pretty much. And for those who may be wondering, are we going to review the Spawn movie, the one with 2012 or 2013 that probably came out? I guess we could.
Honestly,
but
maybe. It's a maybe.
It's a maybe. It's not that we don't want to or don't need to, because it does feel reviewish, but I don't feel like it should be part of a review because, well, in my opinion, it doesn't really do Spawn that much justice.
And
to,
you said
the
it came out in
comic
2013, you said?
I can't remember. It's been a while.
Okay, fair enough. But another thing, guys, do not send us any suggestions for shows that came out after 2010, please. We will not consider it. We're trying to keep it to mostly stuff that either isn't very well known, but the overall criteria is it has to be something from before 2010. We won't take anything else after that.
And most likely, if we do talk about the Spawn thing, we'll probably make a video about the Spawn, comparing the Spawn animated series and the Spawn movie, make comparisons and differences, and talk about it and which we prefer, the movie or the animated series, which is
but we're not going. Like I said, we're not going to review anything that was basically produced after 2010. We won't even put that on our list. And please do not send us anything that could potentially put us at risk of copyright. We will immediately throw it out. We're not trying to be dicks about it, but there are because of how YouTube does copyright, we're trying to avoid getting our channel taken down here.
And we don't want to deal with it.
You want to see us review stuff? You can't. Just please don't send us copyright stuff. We will not consider it.
But yeah. But any final words, you two?
Honestly, for all it's worth, I definitely enjoyed watching the Spawn series. And much like the curious bastard that I can be at times, I basically wanted to watch more and more of it. And I found myself kind of disappointed that we didn't have another episode right after we finished the series. I'm like, God damn it.
I know, I was so sad. Because I know when he says that line, it's like, and it's over. Because it's a good way to end the series. But God damn it, I want more!
Now I want more. I need to see more of him.
Like I said, the sad part is the sequel series was put in production since 2004. It's just sad that it's only recently we're finally getting somewhere. They finally got somewhere with the series overall. Like, it's almost finished, according to Cyberpunk himself. It's just, there's no studio willing to, sponsor for them right now. Which is kind of dumb because, well, this series has so much potential.
Yeah. You know what? We'll probably see if we can get our friends to binge watch it with us so we can have an excuse to watch it.
We will. We'll have to.
Yeah, but Crossy, anything you want to say?
It actually took me out of my comfort zone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, here's the thing. Before we started reviewing this or even started binge watching, I gave Crossy a warning saying, just a fair warning, Crossy, this stuff is not something you would expect in a cartoon. It goes over the top. And she's like, who do you think I am? I'm fine. A few minutes in, when Spawn breaks that guy's arm and has a gun against his own forehead, she's like, oh, goddamn, you weren't kidding. And I was like, no, I told you.
Oh,
it
yeah.
goes over the top.
They weren't playing, let's be honest.
No, that's what makes it awesome. But I think that's a good stopping point. Do you two agree?
Yep.
Crossy? Alright. Well, I guess with all that said, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Retro Warriors. I hope you guys enjoy the fucking Spawn review. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to check it out for yourself because it's amazing and we loved it. And who knows, we might try to do it again for you guys for a stream to rewatch it with all of y'all.
Yeah, we might. No guarantees, but we might.
But as we said, we're glad we reviewed this for you guys. We are looking forward to Spawn's arrival in Mortal Kombat 11, and I'm gonna have to teach these two more about Spawn because there's a lot of things they need to know.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely do some research, basically, as usual.
If anything, I'm gonna have to buy these two some comic books for these guys.
That reminds me. Last I checked, I'm not a mad scientist. If I was a mad scientist, motherfucker, I would have Spawn reaching down your neck right now.
Now you want it. Now you want it. He dead. He's not here. Anyway, I'm Joseph V. Abe, the leader of the Retro Warriors, and this is Hazard and Crossy, my two cohorts in crime, and this has been Retro Warriors. We'll see you next time on the next episode of Retro Warriors.
Later, peeps.
Later.
Oh boy, what you doing, tough guy?
If you don't have the stomach for it, get the hell out of here.
What? That's supposed to make me feel better?
For the next time on Retro Warriors.